Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. Hungary's Prime Minister warns that the worse the economy gets, the more people will question their support for a stalemate war. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán told Kossuth Radio on Friday that EU member states will eventually force Ukraine into peace talks with Russia due to economic difficulties in the country. The deteriorating economic situation in the West will force countries to defend peace, Orbán said. The year-and-a-half-long conflict affects the European economy, which will not go the way we want as long as it continues, Orbán said on Hello, Hungary. Chains to show. However, he emphasized, those who supported the war were the overwhelming majority among European governments. The Prime Minister believes that if anything can force European capitals to reconsider their position in the conflict, it is the worsening economic situation on the continent. Most Europeans, he said, share Hungary's position on the issue, which is anti-war. Economic downturns could force these people to put pressure on their governments, he added. According to the Hungarian Prime Minister, the results of the US presidential election next year could also heavily affect the West's general stance on this issue. There are two possibilities. Presidential candidates will support the war or declare an end to the war, he said. Orbán said he believes an American president is fully capable of ending the conflict. This does not mean, he added, that Europe should just wait for a fairy to end the war with a wave of magic wand. The Prime Minister has so far criticized Europe's approach to the conflict, saying that 181 billion of European money had been spent to support Kiev, but we are still no closer to peace. It's unclear whether he was referring to dollars or euros. According to Ukraine support tracker data published regularly by Germany's Kiel Institute for the World Economy, EU institutions and EU countries have together pledged a total of €131.9 billion, $139.80, in support for Ukraine from January 2022 to July 2023. According to the data, the UK, Norway and Switzerland, which are not part of the EU, have together pledged to spend an additional €23.31 billion, $24.8 billion, over the same period, bringing Europe's total commitment to €155.21 billion, $165.66. Provided by the European Union. The Kiel Institute has shown this. Viktor Orbán has long argued that the West made a mistake in pursuing military confrontation with Russia in Ukraine. He has repeatedly said there can be no military solution to the conflict, adding that the US and its allies must stop arming Kiev and instead seek peace with Russia. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.